Okay, up to that point. Hey, hi folks, nice to see you again, nice to have you here with me. Today you see me practicing a little bit piece that I would call Little Angelina because it is, well, copied from Emmanuel's Angelina. I changed it a little bit and this is a kind of light version, and if you are really keen on playing this style, so I might be able to help you a little bit to play it in the end. Like Emmanuel is very difficult, he's unique, and but we try to imitate as good as possible. We try, he keeps us on his toes, and I think we have to thank him a lot for developing this style of technique. Don't want to talk too much, you want to play. Here is what I do. Second fret the capo, E string goes down to the D, here is the D chord, and what do I do? The most important thing again is the right hand. With this pattern here, I think you can play a lot of songs and accompany them too. Well, what do? D major chord, and I hit the ring finger. With the ring finger I hit the thin E string. With my pluck, the deep, I call it E string. And I hammer on the middle finger for the D major. Then I hit the strings and put my middle finger and ring finger of the right hand into the inner strings on the G and on the B string. Listen. After having hit these strings, you hear another bass tone, and so this is the whole pattern. After the last bass note, I play again the ring finger. I play it slowly for you, so I hope you can imitate it. It takes some time to get the groove going, but once you get it going, you have a lot of fun with that. Lots of different songs. I'm just thinking about your song. It's a little bit funny. Something like that. You can take this groove. Well, my little piece goes on like that. This is the next chord. Ring finger, 4th fret of the deep E string. I bar the B and the E string in the 2nd fret. Put my pinky here on the 5th fret, so I really would not have to bar it, but to me it's easier. So you see, with my ring finger I mute the A string. If I play all the strings, it sounds like this, but without, like that. Okay, I only want to hit these notes, bass note and B and E string. And now I go into the inner part again, G string and B string. So you see me barring here the G string as well. Yeah, it's necessary to bar the G string as well. Once again. Up. So I do the same thing with the right hand that I do for the first chord. Next one is this chord. It's a G major chord. There wouldn't be a capo. Ring finger on the 5th fret, middle finger on the 4th fret of the G, first finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And now I hit the inner strings immediately, B and G string. I can vary the melody with my little pinky here on the 5th fret. Once again. Okay, the next chord. Middle finger on the 3, 5, 7th fret. Ring finger on the 7th fret, pinky on the 7th fret on G and B string. I hit these notes, these 3 again, and change the chord into, well, I had this one before, that's the one. Here you can hit with your ring finger the open E string. Once again, nice tune, I think. Back to the G chord, to this one, and then I put my ring finger to the left onto the 4th fret and have the first finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Go back, I can fill in the, let me do this again, the B minor 7. Sorry, I played the B minor 7 before that 2 times. And then I play what I tried to explain to you. Is this chord, and then we go to the kind of E7, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the deep E string, first finger on the 1st fret of the G string, pinky on the B string in the 3rd fret. I hope you didn't, well, get lost here. Let me do this again, this little part. Remember, this was the chord that I called G major. And then I play the B minor 7. And after that, I move to this chord here with the ring finger in the 4th fret. And then I play the open A, G and B string. And we can start again. Listen to it again. Before I start to play the D again, I play the A. Then if you want to, well, I improvise a little bit with it, I play a little bit with it, and then I go on playing these chords. Here is the first finger on the 2nd fret of the deep B E string, ring finger and pinky in the 3rd fret. Our second chord again, and then I have my first finger in the 5th fret, my middle finger on the 6th fret of the B, and pinky on the 7th fret of the thin E. It's the 7th chord. Listen again. How wonderful life is. This is what comes into my mind. Then Tommy, in his bridge of Angelina, he uses these chords. Sounds very nice. My ring finger and my pinky are here on the 11th fret on E and D, and middle finger and first finger are on the 9th fret of G and B. Now I move with pinky and ring finger to the left. Now without these fingers. And have this chord again, the E7. You can practice with it and vary it a little bit. What I think is interesting is how we really can come closer to the way Tommy Emmanuel plays, and the best of us are able to play a tune like Angelina, but this is maybe something that helps you to come closer to that point at which you're able to play it. I'm not able to play it really, but I don't have the time to copy all these pieces step by step, so when you're in a band or in a project and you have a job, then you don't have so much time to. But I how can we say it? I really like the idea that in the end, if I sat down for a few weeks and would only try to play that I would maybe be able to play that piece. Not as good as Tommy, but well, maybe satisfying. Okay, I don't want to talk too much. Hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.